Okay, we've got another question. My husband is lazy, emotionally distant, emotionally unavailable, and doesn't have a job. Just recently, he accused me of cheating just because someone commented on a Facebook photo of mine. Open parentheses, comment wasn't even flirtatious, close parentheses. Look at me getting all pro. I honestly have no idea how to deal with this. At this point, I think I just want to separate, but I'm scared and confused. Am I doing the right thing? This is pretty loaded. I can't tell you, or no one can tell you if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing in staying or separating. That's going to really be based on how much you value the relationship. Now, I can say this. There's definitely some harshness here. And, maybe he's being lazy. Maybe he's being emotionally distant and emotionally unavailable. And clearly he doesn't have a job. And that can be very unattractive and unappealing to the feminine, to a woman. And his laziness is probably because he's really lacking a lot of confidence and he's stuck in a rut. And there's probably some mental wellness issues there, I would say. And there's some insecurity issues and low self-confidence issues, and hence why he's projecting on you and accusing you, seeing a comment and then going, boom, comment to cheating. Completely unfucking realistic. But he lacks confidence in himself, lacks connection to himself, and now he's projecting that on you. Now, I want to ask you, is running away or separating, is that a go-to strategy? Like, is running away and just forgetting the problem, is that a go-to strategy? Or have you been in this position with each other for a number of years and you've actually just been here too long, and so one of your patterns is actually enduring, and now you're actually at a point where it's healthy for you to leave? I don't know, because I don't know the intricacies and the details of this, but these are questions you have to ask yourself. And the question that you're asking is not a question that's unfamiliar to other people. It is a familiar question. And it's important that if you want to be in the relationship, then having compassion for your husband, empathy. I've found in my life that when I am met with compassion and empathy and non-judgment by my beloved, by a female, by the feminine, there is such tremendous growth that takes place. Initially, it's really scary. And I push it away. I don't trust it. I don't believe it in the past, right? Where I've been emotionally and spiritually immature. Yet, if that non-judgment and compassion is there by the feminine, it's very inspiring. And if it's persistent, it's very heart-opening. And he can potentially shift and change and find himself again. But my invitation to him is to move his body, is to surround himself with other healthy men, is to not, and I don't know if he's doing this, but not to just sit there watching TV or eating or not thinking about what he's eating and not thinking about his health and thinking about his contribution to the family dynamic, your family. I don't know if you have children or not, but all of this is really important. And leaving someone or leaving a relationship, irrespective of whether you have a family or a home and children and all that, it can be difficult. And yeah, you've got to make a choice. You've got to make a decision about what's good for you. What are your non-negotiables? What's healthy for you? And what are your patterns? What do you need to be stepping into that you're not stepping into? And can you have this conversation with him in a really kind and considerate way? And can you be consistent enough with that, where you get to a point where there's no more that you can really do, and you've given it all? You've got to ask yourself the question: have I given it my all? Have I given it my all? And that it's not okay for him to make wild accusations from a Facebook comment, and from your perception it's not flirtatious, to you're cheating on me. That to me indicates some pretty big self-worth issues, confidence issues, insecurities. And maybe he's had that experience of being cheated on before. Maybe you have that in your marriage. I'm not sure. So that could be happening there as well. So it could be old stuff coming to the surface. And honestly, I don't think it's just old stuff coming to the surface. I think it's what's happening in his life. And how are you both numbing? Are you trying to sweep this under the rug, or are you openly speaking about it? And it is difficult to speak about. And if it is difficult to speak about, can you get mediation? So I always look at, separation's an option. Absolutely. The relationship may be toxic and unhealthy for you. It may be regressing you. But have you exhausted your options? I don't mean to the extreme, but have you really made the effort? And only you can answer that. I think that's a great question for all of us to ask. Have we really, really made the effort?